What's up, everybody? It's Nintendo, and okay, first off, there has been a lot of amazing things happening this past week. So many new games that got announced. I am beyond excited. So let's go over it and get my personal thoughts on it. And yeah, let's just dive into it. So this past week, Atlus made a huge whoopsie on their Instagram account and leaked Persona 3 Reload, the elusive Persona 3 remake, as well as Persona 5 Tactica, the game that really nobody cares about. And those two games ended up being announced and revealed like 2 days ago, and it's just really amazing seeing those two, especially Persona 3 Reload. Like Persona 5 Tactica, or Tactics, whatever, I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. If you want my personal opinion, I'm kind of bored of Persona 5 at this point. I'm ready for either Persona 6 or a Persona 1 and 2 remake, just something new. I kind of want to break from the big three and kind of either focus on bringing the first two back into the mantle or giving us the next mainline installment. I really don't care for the spin-offs anymore. I think the game that, for me, the last big Persona 5 spin-off or whatever that I was really excited for was Persona 5 Strikers. Everything after that, I kind of just was kind of meh. So I don't know if I'll be picking this game up. It really all just depends. But yeah, Persona 5 Tactica, it looks cool. I love tactics games. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, Final Fantasy Tactics. But I don't know, I just have to really just let this one grow on me. But the big thing is Persona 3 Reload. Now, I don't know if this was the result of the poll, which Persona 2 was second place. In an alternate timeline, maybe if the poll had a huge influence, it would be the game currently being remade, but there's still hope for it. My only gripe is that I really hope that we don't, like Persona 4 fans, I'm a Persona 4 fan, but Persona 4 fans see Persona 3 remake and they're like, okay, well, you guys should remake 4 now, and then that game gets put above 1 and 2. I really hope that's not the future or whatever. I did hear the big disappointing news that we won't be getting portable FMC with her social links, or we won't be getting the FES content like the answer, which I am really disappointed, but this is still a huge remake in itself, and maybe we may see this as DLC. I really hope not, especially if it ends up being the typical Atlus Day 1 DLC. I did hear murmurs of certain characters getting their social links from FES, or like the Elizabeth Hangouts making their return, or the Koromoru walks from Portable. I think it was also in FES, I could be wrong, but I did hear that those two things will be back, or those few things will be back, I should say, and I think that in itself is amazing. I just hope that although this won't be the definitive edition of P3, which is, it's still so weird that this remake of Persona 3 is coming out and it's still not the definitive edition of Persona 3. It's like they really want your money and they won't release FES, which I feel like we need that now more than ever if the remake won't be getting FES content. But yeah, this is still really exciting news. I still can't believe that this is Atlus's first real remake that isn't a re-release or a remaster or just a port. This is like their first truly authentic remake of a game, and it gives me hope that more games in the future, maybe even an SMT 1 and 2 or a Persona 1 and 2, or maybe one of the forgotten series like Majin Tensei or Devil Kids or whatever, maybe those games can hopefully one day get a remake in the future. The next thing that was released on the same day as these two games that got leaked was the Final Fantasy Rebirth trailer, and I have no words. Like, split timeline confirmed, we're dead in one timeline, there's just a bunch of stuff happening in that trailer, and the whole Sephiroth mystery of I killed her, so who is she? There's been murmurs of people thinking that it's Tifa, maybe it's Aerith, it could be even Yuffie, I have no idea. But from what I see and from what everybody else is seeing, this is definitely a whole new continuity, new things happening while still being faithful to the original in some aspects, but overall the story is going to be completely different. Elena is back and I am so excited to see her. We got Rude, we got the entire gang, and hopefully we get Vincent in this game. We see that Yuffie joins the party and we got Red 13 gameplay, but hopefully we get Sid and Vincent, and we're obviously going to get Kate Shi or Kate Sif. I think it's pronounced Kate Shi, but you know, and I think that this is definitely hyping up the fact that it's going to be on 2 discs. While I don't think it's the 2 disc syndrome that we're all hoping for, I think one will be an installation disc and the other one will just be the actual game, because the way the PS5 works is that everything you put in gets like downloaded to your system, and your disc doesn't actually have the content after the first time you insert it. The disc itself acts as a key that you just put into your PlayStation, and it allows you access to the physical version of the game. Meanwhile, if you were to get the game digitally, you have full access to it, but if you were to get the game physically, you insert the disc in, it installs the program, and then from there, that point on, the disc itself is just used as a key. I don't really know how that will work with a 2-disc PS5 game. I don't even know the last time we had a game that required 2 discs to play. So this in itself is a huge deal on many levels. Even if it's a small scale thing, it just goes to show how big this game actually is. And I'm just, again, extremely excited. But the game that has me the most excited is a game that has been under the radar and not talked about for literal years now, and that is Project ReFantasy, or as we now know it as Metaphor ReFantasia or Fantasia. I have no idea. This game looks sick. It's not an SMT game, it's not a Persona game, but it was made by the teams of both, and that in itself is just huge news, because it shows that they can still make new IPs. They don't have to rely on SMT and Persona to carry them. And the game itself looks sick, the gameplay looks sick, the character designs look sick. I can definitely see, if you are a fan of SMT and Persona, this game is the game for you. And for those that are probably wondering, where's Persona 6? This game, I'm pretty sure if this game gets support, it will definitely help out with Persona 6 in the near future. This game just looks amazing. I have no words. That for trailer we saw, it speaks for itself, and I feel like as far as we know, there are no other big games besides Persona 3 Reload and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. This game could be the game of the year for me personally for 2024. Like, this game just looks amazing, and everything's so large scale. I'm still in shock seeing it, and I'm not gonna say I teared up, but the fact that this game was alive, because we thought it was dead for like what, 5 or 6 years, or even longer than that since it was revealed. This game looks like it was well worth the wait, and the fact that we're like finally seeing it after so long just goes to show that patience can pay off for certain games, and I'm just really excited to actually see this. So that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to give my raw thoughts on the things that I personally enjoyed seeing at this Summer Games Fest event, the Xbox Showcase. I believe at the time we're recording this, part 2 of the Xbox Showcase will be happening. I don't know if that's just going to be strictly Starfield. I hope not. I'm personally, I know nothing about Starfield, but yeah, I'm just super excited to see what else the summer has in store. So if you guys like this, want to see more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye.